Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and welcome if you're new. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. So in today's video, I'm doing a Valentine Lazy Girl method nail set, and this is my first Lazy Girl method nail set in about 2 to 3 months. So I was a bit rusty while doing this nail set. I needed to get more accustomed to doing the Lazy Girl method again since it has been so long. So sometimes when I don't do nails for a while, I kind of lose it. You know, they say when you don't use it, you lose it. I definitely do. So anyway, I am just finding my sizes. I am using the XL full covered square nail tips, and I like to label my nail tips so it's easier for me to find my sizes. So that's why I label my nail tips, and I got these nail tips from Amazon. I would leave a link in the description below if y'all are interested. And I'm going to be doing a blue Valentine nail set. But before doing that, I'm going to be applying some sunscreen to my hand. Since my hand is going to be in the lamp often, I need to protect my skin. Now I'm starting by removing this sticky tack that I adhere my nail tips to. I have not changed that fun tack in about a year. So I felt like it was time to do so, and this did not change the fact that the nail tips kept falling off of the stand. It didn't do anything differently. So by changing the fun tack, it did not make much of a difference. So I'm going to be using these glitters right here, these blue heart-shaped glitters, and I'm just going to be encapsulating some of these glitters inside of the square nail tip. I'm also going to be using some gold glitter hearts as well. And I'm using my gel base coat to adhere them, and I'm also using my mini nail lamp. So I apply a small bead of the gel base coat, and then I pick up one of the heart-shaped glitters with my dotting tool that I dipped in the base coat, and then I apply pressure and flash cured for about 5 to 10 seconds. I'm going to be doing that throughout the whole nail. So when doing this nail, I really didn't have a thought process on how I was going to apply the glitters, as in how the glitters were going to be laying on the nail. I just randomly applied the glitters on the nail, and I really didn't like how this nail turned out when I was finished with it, because it was just looking jumbled up. It wasn't looking as good as I thought it was going to look. So yeah, that was my bad. I really didn't think this nail set through as much as I thought I did. But let's go with it, and you will see how the nails look when I am complete. So I'm just gonna let this part play out, and I'll be back shortly. So when I was finished applying the glitters, this is how it looks. Now I'm going to be applying gel base coat on the whole nail just to seal in and protect the glitters, and then I would cure in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using rubbing alcohol as my sip solution, so I just thought I would pour the rubbing alcohol into my dampen dish because very soon I will be applying these nail tips. So on the middle nail, I am going to be using this blue polygel from Modelones. If you're interested in purchasing anything from Modelones website, I do have a discount code that I will leave in the description below and on the screen. Now on the middle nail, I applied a small bead in the middle of the middle nail, and I'm distributing that on either side of the middle nail, and I make sure to push it down because I need this ombre to look like a good ombre, and I make sure to measure it to my nail so that the ombre isn't too high on the nail or too low on the nail. So you will just see me measure it to the middle nail just to ensure that the ombre would look decent. And then when I am satisfied with that, I would fade the polygel into the nail tip on both sides. The reason I'm doing both sides is because I don't want a harsh line of demarcation when it's time to apply a second bead of the blue polygel. So by ombreing the nail bed area, it ensures that when I apply another bead of the polygel, it doesn't look any differently. So when I'm satisfied with how my ombre looks, I would cure that for 30 seconds. Next, I am going to be encapsulating some more glitters at the tip area of this middle nail and flash curing each of the glitters for 5 to 10 seconds. So on this nail, I think I had an idea of how I wanted to apply the glitters, and the glitters looked really good on this nail as compared to the ring nail. You will get a better look at the ring nail very soon. I don't know why I didn't show a picture before, but y'all will see the difference, and I did redo the ring nail off camera, so y'all will let me know which one y'all prefer, if y'all preferred the original or the redo. So yeah, I'm just gonna let this part play out and I'll be back shortly. So this is how the nail is looking when I am almost complete, and I think it looks really good. And this is the ring nail. I didn't like how the ring nail was looking, as I said before. So anyway, I'm just going to be applying gel base coat at the tip area of the middle nail just to seal in all of the glitters, and then I would cure for 30 seconds. So this is the middle nail, as I said before. I think this is the redo. This is not the original, this is the redo. And I think the redo looks way better. I hope I show you guys the original one. Damn, I did not. Well, I guess y'all would have to take my word for it. So moving on to the thumbnail, I'm going to be doing the same thing, but I didn't show the whole process. I'm just showing a little bit of how I apply the gold heart-shaped glitters. So yeah, I'm just applying the gel base coat, and then I used the dotting tool to pick up one of the gold heart-shaped glitters and applied pressure, and then I flash cured for 5 to 10 seconds. So this is how the nail is looking, and I wasn't that impressed with the thumbnail, but it is what it is. So now I'm going to be applying the nail tips. So I do have on my peel off base coat, and I did do my nail prep off camera. Now I'm just applying the gel base coat and curing that for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using this white polygel also from Modelones. So I placed small beads on the pinky nail tip. I did clean the inside of the nail tip before applying the polygel. So I'm just placing small beads of the white and then small beads of the blue polygel. Then I dip my dotting tool in rubbing alcohol and I'm going to be swirling that together to get the marble effect. And while doing that, it really wasn't looking that great because the two colors were way too similar. The blue was way too light, so it was not working out the way I wanted it to. I ended up switching to this tweezer because I needed a pointier end so that it would get to the other side and make the marble look as good as it is looking from the underside. Usually when you're doing the lazy girl method and you're doing marble nails, you need to ensure that the right side is marbling as well as this side right here, and it usually doesn't. So you always have to be intentional of how you do it when you are marbling. So that's why I decided to use something pointier just to get the marble going on the right side. So as you can see, I'm constantly looking at the right side of the nail to ensure that it is marbling, and it's very challenging. So now I decided to use this dark blue, which is also from Modelones. So I'm just going to be placing 2 small beads of this dark blue polygel and I'm just going to be marbling that into the marble, and it made this nail look so much better. So yeah, I'm just going to let this part play out. This part of the design was so messy, and the fact that I haven't done the lazy girl method in quite some time, it was very frustrating to do because I don't like how sticky polygel feels, and it was just a hot mess in my opinion while doing these nails, and I really wasn't feeling comfortable because, as I said before, this is my first time doing the lazy girl method in a while. So when you're not comfortable doing a nail set because you're kind of confused low-key. I was very confused throughout this video, very frustrated, but yeah, I got through it. So I just removed the excess polygel from the nail and made sure that the layer was flat and stuff like that, and this is how it looks. Now I'm just going to be applying the nail to my nail, and I was being very clumsy and stuff like that. As you can see, the nail tip kept falling over and stuff, and I had to apply some pressure and then go around the critical area and remove the excess. So I am using my Beetles polygel brush, and for this nail set, the Beetles polygel brush really wasn't working out. It was too big to get on the underside of the nail as good as I wanted it to, so that was a challenging part of it. I could have used another brush, but I really wasn't feeling to be honest. I was just frustrated and really wanted to get this over with. So yeah, but I tried my best to get some of the polygel from the underside of the nail, but the Beetles polygel brush cannot work to do that. It could, but it's very challenging, so it's best to use a normal polygel brush to get to the underside of the nails. So I cured that for 30 seconds. Then onto the ring nail, I'm just applying clear polygel and evenly distributing that on the ring nail. Then I would apply this nail to my ring nail and cure that as well for 30 seconds. And if you've reached this far in the video, don't forget to hit the like button below and comment your thoughts on the design as well. And don't forget to subscribe. This really helps the channel when you engage with my videos, like, comment and subscribe and stuff like that. So thanks to all who have been doing that. So after curing the ring nail, I'm going on to the middle nail. So I placed a small bead of the blue polygel at the nail bed area and distribute that at the nail bed area only. Then I would apply the nail to my middle nail, apply pressure, and then clean the underside and the cuticle area of this nail. And one thing that I don't like about the lazy girl method is when you apply the nail tip, it creates something like a translucent area in the nail, because you cannot apply a lot of polygel to a lazy girl method nail set. You have to apply enough polygel so that the nail tip would adhere to your nail, but you cannot apply too much polygel inside of the nail tip, since the nail tip wouldn't be able to hold all of the polygel that you apply. So that is the downside to the lazy girl method. You can only apply enough so that it sticks, but not too much to make the nail as opaque as you would want it to be. I sometimes have trouble when doing this because I want a certain opacity, and sometimes you just cannot get that with the lazy girl method. And this was one case where I wanted the ombre to be more opaque, but I just couldn't get it to be more opaque because the lazy girl method is a very flawed method in that aspect. So anyway, on to the index nail. I'm going to be doing another ombre, and as you can see, it is a very sticky situation. The nail wasn't sticking on to the front tack, and I had to touch the polygel ever so often, and it's just sticking to my fingers. And you know, a lot was going on when doing this nail set, and I was very frustrated. Very frustrated. So y'all will let me know what you guys think about this nail set when I'm finished. I like it, but I could see things that I could do way better, and it could just be clouding my judgment because of the fact that I was so frustrated, but I don't know. So y'all will let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. So as you can see, there are some bubbles in the marble nail, so I'm just going to be popping them, and yeah, making sure to smoothen the nail and stuff like that. And when I'm satisfied with how it looks, I would apply it to my index nail and cure for 30 seconds. Next, I am going to be applying the thumbnail to my thumbnail and curing that as well for 60 seconds. I cured it for 30 seconds and I don't know what happened there. I still don't understand it, but it just didn't cure at the 30-second mark, so I did it for 60 seconds. Now I am going to be applying some rubbing alcohol to the nails to remove the tacky layer. Then I filed the nails off camera because I just couldn't file it on camera. I was just too frustrated. So now I'm going to be applying some rhinestones to the index nail and the pinky nail because there were some bald spots. As you can see at the side there of the index nail, there is a bit of a bald spot there, and I didn't like seeing that. So I'm going to be applying rhinestones to that section just to hide that. So I applied some rhinestone glue to the section where I want to apply the rhinestones, and then I applied gel top coat to the whole nail. And before curing that, I'm going to be placing some blue rhinestone across the index nail. And I really don't like these rhinestones because they are not shiny enough for me. They're kind of dull. I don't like them that much, but this is the best I could do because I didn't have any more blue shiny rhinestones. So I did that and cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm going to be using some gold caviar beads on the index nail. So I placed the caviar beads on my nail palette in some gel top coat, I believe, or rhinestone glue. I'm not sure which one, but the caviar beads are in some rhinestone glue or gel top coat. It makes it easier to adhere to the nail and also to stay put on the nail palette. And when I'm finished, I would flash cure that for 5 to 10 seconds. Now on to the middle nail, I applied a small bead of rhinestone glue, and then I am applying the gel top coat. And before curing that, I'm going to be placing a heart-shaped blue rhinestone on the middle nail. And again, this is the best I could do. I don't have a lot of blue rhinestones just laying around, unfortunately, and I did not think this nail set through too much, so that is my bad. But I think the nail set turned out okay, you know. So I think the nail design was really good. Let me know what you guys think. So I flash cured it here, and then I cured it in my bigger nail lamp for 30 seconds. Now on to the ring nail, I'm going to be applying gel top coat to that nail and the thumbnail, and then I cured for 30 seconds. I also top coated the underside of the nails and cured for 30 seconds. Now I'm just applying my cuticle oil to rehydrate my skin and nails. So guys, this is a finished look and I think it turned out really good. Despite all of the obstacles I had to endure, I really like how this nail set turned out in the end. I could see some things that I wish I could change, but besides that, I think this nail set looked really good. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below, and let me know if you're interested in me doing more lazy girl method nail sets. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.